Hello there, friends. Welcome back to Bloodborne, the guided tour. I hope you've been enjoying this series so far. It's been fun making it for you guys, and we are just gonna continue where we left off. Now, I know in the first couple of videos, did spend some time talking about the actual game mechanics, but that's gonna die down since we go past that stuff, and also the game's gonna start unloading a little bit more lore. Which we'll talk about as we go. And since we beat both the Cleric Beast and Father Gascoigne in the last episode, it might be appropriate to talk about some of the stuff. Once you beat Father Gascoigne, you can actually buy his clothing set from one of these messenger wells, which I've already done because I've beaten the game. But we can go check out the item descriptions for Gascoigne. Ignore all this. You're not supposed to see a lot of that. Gascoigne's cap. Yeah, so again, a lot of the game's story and lore is going to be within the item descriptions. That's where a lot of the meat of what people know about this game will be from. So we're going to read this stuff. Gascoigne's cap. Hunter attire worn by Father Gascoigne. I'm going into like a weird British accent because of this game. Similar to hunter garb created at the workshop. Only these are tainted by a pungent beastly stench that eats away at Gascoigne. Father is a title used for clerics in a foreign land, and there is no such rank in the healing church. That was fun. Maybe I'll keep doing that just for the item descriptions until I get bored or until it gets annoying. Let me know if it gets annoying. But yeah, so from this, you learn a couple of things, right? Like, I think I mentioned that Father Gascoigne is a foreigner to Yharnam, but that's probably because I've already read this, and we didn't actually learn this in the course of this playthrough yet. So that's new information. So it just puts him in the same camp as our player, our hunter, and Gilbert, the guy in the window. Like, we're all kind of foreigners to Yharnam. But since it talks about Father's foreign land, but no healing church. So he's a hunter just like us. So he probably came here, like all of us, needing some kind of healing, and they drafted us in to be hunters. Let's see what else they say. Gascoigne's garb. The same information. Oh, the middle paragraph is new. The dingy scarf is a holy shawl and a symbol of the healing church from which Gascoigne would eventually part ways. So interesting thing there is that even though he's a foreigner, he had some ties to the church before. So he's probably like, got some, he's probably a more experienced hunter. I don't know exactly if he originates from Yharnam and he just left, or was always a foreigner. But again, like, one of the things like this game hints at, because of Gascoigne as your first boss, is, before you've been just fighting kind of angry village people and these kind of almost werewolf looking monster guys, but Gascoigne is the first person you come across in this game. Let's actually put on his clothing. Gascoigne's like the first character in this game that you come across that's kind of like you. Like, he's a hunter. Like, he has the hunter axe just like you can wield, and he has a gun just like you have, and can stagger you just like you could stagger him. So he's basically a mirror image of you as a hunter, but he's gone mad, right? Like, he attacks you on sight, and he also apparently killed his wife out of madness. And then in the middle of our fight, he kind of succumbs and turns into a beast. Our fight lasted not that long, so you didn't get the full effect of him as a monster, but he's pretty hard to handle, especially for a first-time player, because he's just so fast and aggressive and hits so hard. But it's like one of the first indicators that this pact that you have with the city to be a hunter is like not quite what you bargained for, and that bad things happen to hunters in this city. And another thing that I forgot to show was that when we killed the Cleric Beast, we get a key item, and a key item is the Saw Hunter badge. So really all this does is open up the ability to buy more weapons in the shop here. But there is, again, lore. Saw Hunter badge created long ago at the workshop, attests to one's prowess as a hunter of beasts. The workshop is gone, and no group recognizes this meaningless badge except the messengers in the bath who understand its profundity. Certain things can only be entrusted with a hunter in possession of this badge, or so they believe. So it just talks about this, this workshop is no longer a part of this church, which is interesting because why are we here and why are we able to be a part of this? We also got from Father Gascoigne, the Odin tomb key to the gate that blocks the tomb of Odin. Beyond the tomb, Odin Chapel can be found in the center of the Cathedral Ward. Only today the church is abandoned, and some say the residents of Odin have all gone mad. Interesting. So, since we've looked at all the lore items, let's go back to where we defeated Father Gascoigne and forge ahead. All right, so we're back in this sort of cemetery that we fought in Father Gascoigne. One thing I can also do is why don't we switch up our weapons again? Let's go to something we haven't seen yet. Let's go to the Blades of Mercy. So these are weapons that the Eileen the Crow that we met as a NPC in the last episode. These are the weapons that she uses. The cool thing about her weapons is like these are, so it's a kind of a shorter blade, but it's much quicker. And the cool thing about hers is that when you transform, you're holding two kind of middle length blades, right? And they're just way faster. And I love the transform animation. Like she swings the blades together and they collapse. But when you break them apart, yeah, it's just kind of a extra flourish. And when you do your attack transformation, let's see if I can. Yeah, it's hard to see sometimes, but let's see if I can get a good angle. Oh, well, alright, so that's combining. I don't have a good angle. Yeah, just like slamming them together and then... Anyways, we'll see those in action. I actually haven't played a lot with this weapon, so we'll see how this goes. And I think I've leveled it up a couple times, so it will hopefully still be viable in combat here. So let's open this gate. Open gate with Odin tomb key. So we're headed into the Cathedral Ward, which is the place that Gilbert, the guy in the window, told us to go to try and find the healing church. You're still in the kind of underbelly here. Ladder leads. Okay, we're in looks like a little library we can make a mess of. I do see a chest here. Kin Cold Blood, okay. And then there is an item over here that we can check. The Bergenworth Spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. All right, so yeah, again, like that might not make a ton of sense to anyone who plays this for the first time, but it's the first mention of Bergenworth, which will become a key factor in the story, and Spider. Not sure what you're supposed to take out of that. If you're supposed to literally take that as a spider, or maybe someone's being called a spider, but they're hiding something and locking away their master of some sort. So let's keep going. Let's open this door. Cathedral Ward. So this area is a pretty big hub for us in the game. We're gonna spend a lot of time coming in and out of here. So we're gonna open a lamp. We'll always be able to transport here, but this is, I think the reason we got a cutscene is like, again, this is a pretty key area that we're gonna spend a lot of time in, and also have this character. Let me see if I have my monocular here, so I can zoom in on this guy a little bit. This NPC. So yeah, he's pretty horrifying. Most people are terrified of this thing when you first see him, because again, he's just looks like a ghoul. But he is an NPC that we can talk to.
Hmm? Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely, not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad. The screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts, none of them's too uncommon now. Yharnam's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Odin Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay, so again, like, I think most people are kind of mistrustful, like they don't know what to make of this guy. But honestly, just to alleviate any concerns about this guy, he's actually a pretty nice person. He doesn't try to mess with you or undermine you or lie to you. And I think it's one of the points of the game is like he's ghastly to look at and you'd mistrust him and you're afraid of him and you think he's a monster at first, but he turns out to be one of the few purely kind of good-natured characters in the story. So, you know, it's like, don't judge a book by its cover and stuff. Like, he's actually trying to help people, and he's not, you know, he's not aggressive and stuff. So he's keeping kind of a sanctuary here because he's been saying like incense keeps away the beasts, so something that wards off all the monsters from getting in. But, you know, he was also saying like this night of the hunt is kind of worse than the other nights, even though, like, you know, this is not this is kind of a regular thing for this city, but this one seems bad. And he's even hinting at like even the people hiding inside are susceptible to this, whatever this malady of beasthood is afflicting the city. So since he's asked us to like find other people, one of the things we could do is go, let me try and think, where is a good place to grab? We can go backtrack a little bit, turn to Hunter's Dream, and we can go talk to some of the NPCs that we've talked to through the doors before, or, you know, windows and doors. Like there was an old lady who was kind of mean to us, but she asked if we knew if there was a place to go. I think it was, oh, well, I guess we didn't really need to teleport. That wasn't very far from where we were, but we can actually tell her to come to this Cathedral Ward, this Odin Chapel, and just be safe. So let's go backwards. I'm not gonna mess with them. I'm gonna let him. Oh god. Okay. These weapons are not going to be nearly strong enough, I think. Okay. Heal up. Grab some blood vials from this guy. Let's see how many people he killed over here. Oh, not that many, it seems like. God. Oh, I missed. Oh, I killed him in one shot, though. Interesting. Oh. Oh. Alright, too many people to try and pistol. Oh. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with this weapon, so. Okay. Oh, you're still alive. Good for you. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go. What's the best way to? Should be super familiar with this area, but even still, there are times when I'm like, what's the best way to go back? I go up this way. I want to avoid this guy. Go down here. I don't think he can follow me in. Yeah. The enemies do have boundaries to where they can go, so they won't follow you endlessly. Okay, this dog is free, so he's gonna probably come after me here. Take care of these dogs so that they don't pop out at me. Okay. All right. Sorry, doggies. Okay. Not you. Should be one. Okay. Not you. Transform attack. Okay. Now, should be the lady this way. Yeah. Okay. And again, see their lamps. You can see a little bit of, hopefully you can see, if I can get close enough. You can see a little bit of smoke coming up. So these are actually incense lanterns. So again, like with the information that we got from the Odin Chapel guy is that incense keeps beasts from invading. So these people all keep incense by their doors and stuff as a way to ward off beasts.
So what is it now? Are much better ways to pass the time. Unless you found me a nice safe place.
Tell of Odin Chapel.
Well, what do you know? An outsider worth a lick of salt. Well, don't just stand there. Don't you have work to do? Go slit some throats. Get this mess done with.
Sheesh. That's gratitude for you, huh? Let's go back. Sometimes, like, after you defeat a boss, like Father Gascoigne, it's good to go back and check on some of your NPCs, and that you might get, like, new lines of dialogue and stuff. So let's go this way. We'll go visit Gilbert and see if he... Oh, yeah, I forgot. We're not alone here. Nope. Oh. Okay, okay. Oh. Pretty sloppy with these Blades of Mercy. Oh. A little rusty here. Gotta warm up. I didn't play any of this game before I started recording. Okay, Gilbert, how are you doing? He's still coughing.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I take this...
Flame sprayer.
I make no use of it, but perhaps you.
Okay, well, let's check it out. Oh.
Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human.
I just got like a hiccup of my visual there. Hopefully that didn't, that was just my TV and not the recording, but hopefully there wasn't an issue there. Yeah, so he talked a little bit more. So he definitely used the healing blood, and it seemed to help him a little bit, but then just stopped working. He gave us a flame sprayer, which I can show. Oh, I can't. Oh. That happened again. I'm worried. Might have to do some checking on my equipment here. But yeah, we got the flame sprayer. Let's see what it says. A special weapon used by certain members of the Healing Church spits searing flames by using blood-imbued quicksilver bullets as a special medium. Not the most efficient weapon by any stretch, but sometimes a sea of flame is just what the doctor ordered. Besides, the beasts of Yharnam can always use a good cleansing. So, he gives us a little bit of a hint that the beasts are susceptible to flame in its own little kind of storytelling way. Take care of him. Let's go talk to... Let's go drop down here. Hello, sir. Okay. Let's see if this person has anything new to say.
Are you that outsider?
Nope.
Well,
Okay.
sorry, but
Alright, so, got a couple of guys here. We got a couple of guys that way. I'm just gonna actually, it might be a bad idea to leave these guys alone. Oh, my transform took too long. Okay. Blades are fast, but they're just not strong enough, it feels like. Can't regain some health. Nope. Oh. Okay. Come on, come at me. Oh no, not you. I want the other guy. Okay. Now you. Grab some stuff. Need some blood vials. I'll take those. Let's see if you say anything new. Alright guys, sorry about the weird edit there, but my something was going on with my equipment and it was just getting hiccups and stopped recording altogether, so I just went ahead and restarted everything and we're back where we left off, and we're just going back to check on some NPCs. There's only one left that I want to check, and that is, well, let's get rid of this guy. Oh no. Sir? Calm down, sir. Calm down. Oh, he got me. Alright. Alright. Yeesh. Not even gonna give me a blood vial. Alright. So, we're gonna go back to really where we started the game, into the clinic, and we're gonna go talk to Yosefka. Let's go up to this doorway.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yosefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then.
All right, so the interesting thing there is, like, she's kind of doing the same thing the Odin Chapel dweller told us to do. Is like, hey, I've got a safe haven. If you come across anyone, then tell them to come here for refuge. And because you did that with the chapel dweller, it should just make you feel kind of safe with this. But what people have uncovered is that this is not Yosefka. Even in the credits for the voice acting, it's a different actor who's doing the voice. And also, when you first meet her, the original Yosefka, she's just talking about how, like, she can't let anyone in. Like, she's like, I have patients. I don't want to expose them to any possible, possibility of getting infected by the scourge and the beasthood and all that stuff. But this one, the second time you come, she's like, tell everyone to come and come to the clinic. So it just feels like kind of a strange backtrack of her original intent. She does kind of make a case of like, oh, I want to help everyone I can, but it's actually ends up being kind of a trick. So we are not going to send anyone to Yosefka, whoever this Yosefka is. Let's go. We're going to teleport. We're going to go back to... Actually, I have enough to... What is it, your desire? Let's channel some blood echoes. Let's do some more arcane. I need that for some of the items that we're going to want to play around with. And plus, it's good not to carry so many blood vials. Does she have anything new to say?
Over time, countless hunters have visited this dream. The graves here stand in their memory. It all seems so long ago now. Farewell, good hunter.
I think she said that before. And then Garriman, do you have anything new to say?
The moon is close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion.
Okay, he gave some new information. So, you know, he talks about the moon. The moon is definitely a big thematic element of this game. Not just because, you know, the game takes place over one night, and you'll see as we get further along in the game, the time will pass and the moon will change. But yeah, we'll find out more about that later. Let's go back to Cathedral Ward. He also talked about holy chalices. That's another aspect of the game that we'll touch upon in a little bit as we get a little bit more information and actually some items that will allow us to go in to areas that deal with that. But we're not quite there yet. We're back in the Cathedral Ward with this guy. Let's see. Yes, so check this out. Hello.
I haven't forgotten. Do you think I owe you something? Well, that's a fine lark, I'd say. This old mess that Yharnam's in is all your fault. You pretty outsiders. Our blood's ruined, tainted by your ilk. Don't you come near me. I know your type.
Helped her out and she's still not nice to us. And she thinks it's our fault. Alright, so we got a couple of ways to go. We can go through the side entrance or we can go kind of through the front. So let's go through the front first. Check it out. Let's see where we are. Oof. Big tower. So the night is kind of progressing. You see, like, it's quite like the sun has gone down a little bit more, and it's just a little bit. It's still a little bit daylight, but it's definitely getting a little cloudier and a little darker. I hear like some noises here. Oh, this guy, Ghostface. So these guys are a little intimidating, but they're actually pretty good practice for visceral attacks because they actually end up being very forgiving with the timing. Kill some crows. Jump at me. Oh, heck at me. I think it's around this point that the player gets a little acclimated to the game and not so overwhelmed. So then they start throwing these ghost face guys at you to remind you, like, oh, there's visceral attacks, and they allow you to practice. So let's go. We see another one coming down at us. Yeah, I see you too, buddy. Oh, all right, I was a little slow on that one. That's... Oh, what do you got for me? Blood vials. Oh, your friend is here. You got a lick in, but I instantly regain that health. Not gonna give me anything? No. Okay. All right, and closed by a device, so we can't actually get through here. Okay. Wooden shield. Interesting. Let's see what this shield does. A crude wooden shield used by the masses who have arisen to join the hunt. Hunters do not normally employ shields, ineffectual against the strength of the beasts as they tend to be. Shields are nice, but not if they engender passivity. So we did see like a couple of townspeople using shields, right? But this description is even kind of poo-pooing the idea. Like they're just saying it's not proper. You know, it's not a good enough defense. And it's a little bit of a dig at the other, not a dig, but it's a kind of like a little slide nod at the Dark Souls games, which were your players almost always employ shields in how you fight. And so this is a way of, you know, the developers being like, this is not Dark Souls. Like, don't use shields. They're not good enough. Like, be offensive, be aggressive. So that's what we'll do. Another bassinet and wheelchair abandoned. All right, so we've come to a dead end on this side for now. So let's go to the other entrance that we saw. Mean lady. Okay, go here. See another ghost face. Oh, I missed. I was locked on too. Okay, and there's another guy. I'll just let him attack me here. That. Getcha. You gonna give me anything? No. Okay, we do have an item here. Top hat. Oh. Yeah. That will definitely confuse a lot of people. Let's go back over here again. So that the clothing there was meant to really kind of draw you in. So it's kind of a trap, but yeah, it's just a mystery for now. We'll just leave that be. Let's see. Let's go here. My file. Now, if I go this way, actually, let's go. Again, this is starting to branch off, and it's a bit overwhelming for people. But again, the game is pretty good about leading you where you need to go, and even though they're branching This big guy. I don't know if it's a good idea to use my Blades of Mercy, so let's switch back to the Rider Palash for now. For better range against the tall dude. Ooh, I'll take this. Bloodstone shards. I will take that. Okay, go down there. Sir? Oh man, he's a big dude. But hopefully slow. Okay, let's regain some stamina. Oh, he's gonna do an O-swing. Oh, he got me. Far enough. Well, that was not nice. Oh, wide swing. Okay. We're fine. Okay. Blood vials, so we can go up, we can go down. Let's go down first. See a troll. See a bird. See another troll. All right, that one's static, so let's try and draw this guy's attention over here first. Now, all right, we didn't set off both of them. That's exactly what I was hoping for. No! Oof. Okay, mistimed the visceral. There we go. Take your blood vials. So this game's being a little tricky here. It's thinking, oh, you can sneak up and do a sneak attack on these things, but you might not notice the birds. And if you try and sneak up on this guy, the birds are going to attack first. So what we're going to do is trying to push from the... Oh, there's a bird on that side too. Okay. Let me just get this guy's attention. Yeah, you! Oh no, too early. Okay. Come on. Give me a shot. What? What? No. Okay. Straight up. Wasn't pretty, but ended up doing it. Alright, you stupid birds. See you. Okay, what did you have here? Pebbles. Okay, pebbles. Alright, so let's see what's over here. Big sun. Ruins here. Bridge. I'm trying to remember where that bridge is from, if we've seen that, or if we've been on that bridge. So that bridge, actually, you see that bridge? That's where we fought the Cleric Beast. Right there. Okay. Now, I think I saw a door over here. Oh, and I thought that was a lantern, but not, so we can't interact with that. Okay. Is there anything back this way? Nope. What does this guy have on him? Oh, and monocular. Oh, so this is where you can get, and you can start using it to, whoops, you know, take in the sights a little bit. Pretty cool. Such a cool city. Okay, let's go keep moving forward. I thought I saw a glowy thing over here. By a bird. Crow. Bloodstone shards, I would take that. Okay, alright, so there's another big guy there. It looks like he's holding a giant wrecking ball, so he's probably gonna hit pretty hard. I'm gonna try and sneak up on him, actually. He's in a weird spot where his back's kind of to... Oh! We'll ignore that guy for now. Okay. Okay. Alright. We'll let you... Ooh. Oh. I can visceral him. I staggered him enough to... Nice. Oh, I will take that. So that monster that we saw running over here, who's gone now, is... one of the few enemies, well, not enemies, one of the few things you can come across here that doesn't attack you and it runs away, and if you kill it, you get like some good like bloodstone shards and stuff, but it will disappear. It'll like kind of vanish over time, so you kind of have to chase it, but the game kind of uses those things to lead you into traps sometimes. Like you'll be running after it and then you'll just run into like a pit of awfulness or something. Okay, all right, so a lot of incense in this room. You can destroy all these urns. But, you know, you don't need to. Alright, so we got a treasure chest here. Tempering blood gemstone. Okay, so gemstones you can put into your weapons to buff the door. Closed. So this door actually, people have done the research and run around and map it out to show that this is actually a door that leads to where you fought the Cleric Beast. And you can't open it from that side either. So for some reason, the developers left this as a door that you can interact with just to be like open or try and open. So they were thinking at one time like that was a door you could open to create a shortcut. But for whatever reason, oh god, that ghost scared me for a second. For whatever reason, they decided not to have that shortcut. So, who knows? Maybe it's because that leads to the Cleric Beast, and since it's an optional boss, going through, you could like come all the way around here to the shortcut without fighting the Cleric Beast. And if you go through that door as a shortcut, like you would come up behind the Cleric Beast, and maybe that would be a little bit weird for gameplay purposes. I don't know. That's what the heck. Okay. So, getting into some other areas of Yharnam and Cathedral Ward. Okay, I hear more of those giant things. Open the main gates. Only a special emblem opens the main gate. Okay, so we can't get any further here. So another dead end. Again, like the game presents you with some alternate paths, but and it confuses people. But generally, there's pretty good funneling of where you want to go here. So we've gone over there to a dead end. We've gone up here to both sides. So and all that's left is this way. And another vista here. Go down. This church-looking building, maybe? There's a lot of church-looking buildings in Yharnam. There's a lot of enemies also. The dog is my main concern, just because of how fast and sporadic they attack. But it looks like I can just go after this guy first. Nope. Okay, come on, come after me. What you got? What you got, doggy? Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. I was adjusting my camera. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So. Those guys. One thing I love about this Reiter Palash weapon is that it's kind of a fencing weapon, right? So it's kind of a fancy person's weapon or sword, and when you do an attack, you kind of do this little motion where you bring it up to your face like you're kind of saluting the person, which I think is kind of cool. Just kind of shows off the different personalities that people have when they play these, when they use different weapons. Molotovs. Okay. So, let's go into this church. Which is pretty cool looking. And this is a tomb of someone. I think I see someone over there. Yeah, they're over there. They're trying to sneak up on me. If I just went for that item, this guy would have ambushed me. Okay, so let's get this item. Madman's knowledge. View Spectre. There's nothing else, but there is a second level here that we can get to. So let's go exploring. Go to the right side here. See a gunman up there, and a straightaway to him. So let's see how we can. Oh yeah. Dogs. No. Ugh. There we go. Oh. Thought I heard a third dog, but I think that was just that dog dying. All right, let's try and avoid this guy's shot. Okay. Corpse. Okay. We're in the church again. We're actually, let's go through this first. Around. Alright. So, see a figure here. I lost visual again, huh? Might have some issues with my equipment. I have to still sort out here. Talk.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred. protege of Master Ligarius, hunter of Vilebloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
All right, so we can cooperate or refuse, and really, there's no downside to cooperating. So you can just cooperate. So this guy's Alfred, and he talked about someone named Master Ligarius, and he's a hunter of Vilebloods. So again, like another term using bloods, just to kind of convolute everything and make people a little confused in this game. But to find out.
Oh, very good. Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Looking at fire paper. Okay.
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
So there's good blood, vile blood, pale blood, healing blood. All right, let's talk to him
There
again.
must be oodles for us to share. Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest.
Talk about the healing church. Talk about Bergenworth. Now, we remember we got that note about Bergenworth right before we got into Odin Chapel. But let's talk about the healing church first.
As you know, the healing church is the fountainhead of blood healing. Well, I'm a simple hunter, quite unfamiliar with the ins and outs of the institution. But I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral, and that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the Cathedral Ward. If you seek blood healing, and the church is willing, you should pay them a visit.
All right, so he kind of reinforced a lot of things that we knew, right? Like the healing church is famous for this healing blood, and that to kind of reach them, like the sort of upper echelons of the organization, we have to go further up the Cathedral Ward. But we've kind of hit some snags as to some locked gates, and you know he talks about it as like he's not super familiar with it either, but he's trying to give you what he knows. So let's talk about Bergenworth.
Bergenworth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Bergenworth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the healing church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Bergenworth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the healing church has declared Bergenworth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate.
All right, so that was a ton of really significant information, actually. So, like, again, we'd heard Bergenworth before, but this is like the first time we got an explanation. So Bergenworth is like the origin of just about everything that's happening right now. So Bergenworth was like a school, like a university of learning, and they discovered something underneath Yharnam. They found these tombs that were underneath, and from within the tomb is how they kind of came about this miracle healing blood. And the healing blood is what led to the formation of the healing church. So all of it stems from Bergenworth. And so, you know, we heard a little bit about the tombs below as well through Gehrman, the guy in the wheelchair in the Hunter's Dream, talking about, you know, like the Holy Chalice leads us to the tombs below. So it's a place that we could explore to try and uncover, like, what the origin of, like, why, like, where this healing blood that the church makes, like, where did that come about? But he also talked about Bergenworth being sort of abandoned and kind of declared off limits, so probably not good stuff happened there.
Farewell. It has been a pleasure. May the
Well,
good
thanks for
blood
all-
guide your way.
Thanks for all your helpful information, Alfred. You cleared up some parts of the story, hopefully, for you guys. But we're gonna go and explore a little bit more. So yeah, we're getting into a lot of the actual plot points of what's actually happening, or the history of what's actually happening in this game. All right, so we're back in this big room on the second level. And a lever, but let's get this item first. Madman's knowledge. Okay. We're getting a lot of that, and I haven't explained any of that, but I will at some point when it's relevant. Okay, so. Alright, so that lever did something there. Open a secret passage. Right, let's go down. Let's switch to a new weapon because we've been playing with the Rider Palash for a while, and I think we're gonna see some monsters soon, some beasts. Oh, and if I haven't explained, some of these weapons, like the saw cleaver and the saw spear and the beast under safe, like these weapons have extra bonus damages to what they call beasts, and I think it mainly has to do with the serrated edges of the weapon. It just is another stat that they don't really explain in the game, but it is something that people have, like, you know, crunched the numbers and found that it does provide. Oh, here we go. Okay. Sit back. There you go. Corpse. Got some splitstone shards. Alright, so we are in the depths of this place. Don't need any of that. I got a ladder. Down. We can keep going down, but I think I saw something over here. Yeah. Antidotes. Okay. Wait, let's look at antidotes. I think that might be the first time we've seen that item. So, antidote. Small medicinal tablets that counteract poison. Used to treat ashen blood, the baffling sickness that ravaged old Yharnam long ago. These tablets only provide short-term relief. The ashen blood ailment eventually triggered the spread of the beastly scourge. Okay, so, well, they're giving us a hint that there's going to be poison for us to deal with coming up. And it's the first mention of ashen blood and old Yharnam. Ashen blood, we don't really know a ton about at this point, but they are saying that this is eventually triggered the spread of the beastly scourge. So whatever is causing people to turn into beasts, like it's because of ashen blood, but we still don't know what ashen blood is. So, but at least we know that it's the cause of the scourge. Okay, so we got another lamp. And how are we doing on time, actually? We're still under an hour, but I'm thinking I might want to end it a little early because we're about to hit another section, like a whole new part of Yharnam. And also because of these like weird technical glitches, like it might be good to just quit while I'm ahead. So we're gonna cut this one a little shorter than normal, but it's a good natural breaking point for the pace of the game. But we did uncover a lot of information. Let's go back to the Hunter's Dream. I'm wondering if the doll and Gehrman have anything new to say since we've talked to Alfred and discovered a few things.
Over time, count the graves
okay.
here stand.
Gehrman did say something new last time. Let's see.
Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods. And
Okay,
the
that's...
few that fell.
Alright, so, nothing new there. Alright, so yeah, why don't we end this? We got a little bit of progress. We got through Cathedral Ward. Got to do a little bit of exploring. We met Alfred, who gave us actually some pretty significant knowledge as to some of the background of what's happening in this city and the game. So it's a lot to chew on. Hopefully a lot of that made sense. But again, we're still kind of uncovering pieces. Like, he gave some big clues, but the still overall picture is not quite clear just yet. So we'll just keep going in the next episode to see where the game leads us. Thanks again for watching if you made it all the way to the end here. Hopefully, again, this has been helpful for you to illuminate some stuff that's happening in the game, and hopefully it's still interesting. And if so, just keep watching. We're gonna keep going in this, and things will definitely pick up. Things will get a little crazier, and we'll just be here for it. So thanks again. Bye.